All right. Hi, my name is Monica Alford. I'm the founder and CEO of Wildside Media, one of DC's newest media outlets, and I am thrilled to be here with three stalwarts of DC's hospitality scene in advance of the 12th annual Sunday Supper that Union Market District hosts. And each of these folks have a wonderful role they're playing. I'd love for them to each introduce themselves and say what restaurants and bars are behind them and what they'll be doing for this year's Sunday Supper.
Hi, my name is Gina Tersavani, and I am the owner and founder of Buffalo and Bergen, which is a bagel concept here in Union Market and around the city. I also own Last Call Bar, so if you haven't been there, you need to get there at night. And a little Airstream out front called Suburbia. And I am going to be making cocktails at Sunday Supper, and I have a little surprise for everybody, but I won't reveal that quite yet.
Hi, my name is Fiona Lewis, and I have three small businesses here inside Union Market. District Fishwife, seafood market, emphasis on sustainability. We also do awesome fish and chips. Son of a Fish Sushi, well, sushi's in the name. It's like a grab-and-go sushi, fast, low, fresh fish from fish from Fishwife. And then lastly, on toast, breakfast spot, poached eggs, the old Australian Avo toast, we give it a go. And it's over to JP.
My name is JP Sabatier. I am one of the owners at a small little bar called Jane Jane, located on 14th Street. I actually catapulted my entire entrepreneur career here at Union Market. I worked at Union Market for 7 years and loved every second of it, and it really helped me kind of catapult into this the amazing world of restaurants and bars. And we're so excited to be a part of Sunday Supper this year for the first time ever, and hopefully many more years to come.
So Gina and Fiona, this question is for you. I know that the WELL program is something that you both have been involved with, and that is one of the beneficiaries of Sunday Supper series. Would you be willing to tell us a little bit about your experience with the WELL program?
Well, I think that Fiona should take this question first because she was part of the first cohort, right?
Not quite. I was the second cohort, 2018. You were the third cohort, 2019.
Yes, right.
And JB, you're going to be what? Oh, sorry.
It's only for the ladies.
Well, it depends how you identify, so could work. So back in 2018, we were the second cohort. We were lucky enough to do it in person, and it's the James Beard Well program. So that's a women entrepreneur leadership program with the idea about helping, small to medium size, so already slightly established women-owned businesses learn business skills and how to take our entrepreneurship to the next level. All about expanding. We had a whole bunch of fascinating and interesting teachers. What would we call them? Not just teachers. Instructors. Thank you very much, Gina. Professors.
Smarter people than us.
Always smarter people than us. And more experience. So, for us, that was just such a great experience. And the thing I got the most out of that, of course, was connections. So my 2018 cohort and I are still super tight. We travel up and meet each other around the country, call on each other all the time. Actually, tomorrow I'm flying up to Detroit to meet up with Ping, a fellow 2018 WELL cohort member. We're going to do some business development strategies together. So, it's something that's going to be with me forever and has really influenced and helped build my confidence in who I am.
I had a different experience with, I was right before the pandemic hit in 2019, and my cohort became really important, helping us to restructure. What are you doing? We leaned heavily on each other for ideas, how to get through it, what's going to happen. Out of my year and the year of 2020, they kept it going. Reher established from that, so it's kind of amazing. WELL to me is something that allows women the ability to breathe. You're not being judged on your business per se, but more on how to make your business better. And it is an incredible resource and honor really to be part of it. And I think that as you grow into a world of uncertainty, especially in the restaurant business right now, we're so vulnerable that this gives you a way to have some structure where you have people that you can go to and learn more about the business from other people that may not have had the same road as you, and you can grow. like from their experiences, so maybe you don't have to go down the same path and you don't have to like go through the growing pains of it. You can already have that knowledge. I think it's wonderful.
Since you brought up ReHer and regarding her, if we're not making it the acronym, if you could tell us a little bit more about that program as well, and any experiences that you've had, that'd be great. And then I'll ask my other question for both of you.
In 2020, about July of 2020, here in DC, myself and three other super amazing women, Diane Gross from Cork, Ruth Gresser, Pizza Paradiso, Micheline Mendelsohn from Sunnyside Restaurant Group, we started our own little women's group here with just Zoom calls, talking to each other, crying, what the hell do we do, how do we get through this? And then over time, we kept that going just as a support network, just us on Zoom and, oh my God, I need a mixer, mine broke, who's got one? And it was not just intellectual, but that physical support as well. Now, Mary Sue McKillen, the absolute living legend herself, started regarding her out in LA at a similar time. And in 2022, what year are we now? I forget. 2022, I think we ended up becoming their first chapter. So we were DC Women in Food, and we became our first chapter of Regarding Her, which I'm on the board of, and it's an amazing organization Mary Sue has done, and she's spearheading it. Obviously, she has a group of other women who instigated it with her back then. An amazing job, like really trying to forward think and progress where women can be in our industry and how we can be leaders for other people as well.
It is an amazing way to connect with your community so close. Like it's like your close community. It's like who's next door to you, who is in Richmond, who's in Virginia. If you just like work in DC, you may never learn at any of these other women that are women owners. And it's just such a great like small way to like become part of a very big conversation. And I everybody that we've brought in and told to join and stuff like that, nobody regrets it, right? I would never say that anybody even like regrets it. I think that it only happens as you bring more people into it, because it's just becoming like such a great network.
Part of what Regarding Her is doing both regionally and now trying to expand internationally, and I'm going to use Jody McLean's favorite word is community. And I remember, back in the day when we were first looking at this space here and the idea of what the community she wanted to build here, and that's part of exactly what Gina was saying. So we've got this community here that's supporting each other, and when women get together, we all know what we can do, because women can get things done.
We obviously want to promote Sunday Supper because it is a flagship event that we know Jody and the full Union Market District team is so proud of, and obviously amazing work and community building is coming out of it. But for those that are not attending but are just interested in learning more about it, or want to know if there's opportunities for them in programs like Well or Regarding Her, is there any, and this doesn't just have to be specific to women-focused entrepreneurship, in hospitality, but for anyone who might be listening that is just interested in learning ways they can get involved, if there's any opportunities for up-and-coming folks in hospitality, or, those that have a specific advocacy or social justice angle or something they're trying to do for their staff, that they could partner with you guys, learn from you. Is there a mentorship program? What are the things for the up-and-comers where they could learn even as a resource, even to be in a room to hear a conversation like this that's connected to Sunday Supper?
My biggest thing is for Well is having people begin the process, right? You want to join Well, it's amazing, but there's this whole thing you're going to learn about yourself just by putting out the application. How much do you really know about your business? What do you know about your numbers? You have to submit a lot of things in order to go to Well, and you take a deeper look. You may have an accountant for your business and never looked at anything when it comes to what is your EBITDA, right? EBITDA is a very big term, and if you don't even know what that is, then you definitely are a candidate for Well. You should you learn a bigger focus of it. I think that was for me. I went 7 years. I think 7 years Buffalo and Bergen was open, and I learned so much in a week that was incredible. So I feel like anybody that even thinks this might be for them, just fill out the application. Fill out the application, and you're going to know by question like 7, is this for you? And if you can't answer question 7, then you should definitely be going to WELL, because that means that it's definitely something that's like necessary. When it comes to regarding her, I mean, honestly, it's just a really good time. No, there's a lot of programming that Fiona and Tiffany McIsaac and Diane Gross and Ruth Gresher and everybody has put together, where we meet during the year. We have speakers, we have authors, we have meetups, we have cocktails, we have they have a Zoom call every month that I definitely miss a lot of. However, you can watch. It's great, and I'm sure Fiona can make more to that. But that's, again, and regarding her, is 100% still free.
Oh yeah.
So 100% still free. It's still free. So like we can still do that, and free is easy. Oh, and to mention, WELL is free. So these are nothing that you have like any sort of monetary like beginnings of, right? Just get there.
Actually, that's a great point I'd love to reiterate on about that concept of that it is a free program. There's so much out there where you've got to sign up, pay, and do, even if it's a non-profit, which this is, right? So the idea that the accessibility and availability to anyone is there. It's expanded. Regarding Her is expanded. Primarily, it was an owners group and only owners. So now there's sort of 2 levels to it. So it's allowing people to sort of be involved in the membership and learning from each other without having to be just an owner. So that's some progression that's happened over the years. But I'm going back with Gina. The fact that there's no charge to it, I think is instrumental. And so I know that there's an argument, oh, well, if they're not paying anything, they're not going to value it. And I don't think that really stands. I think that giving something like this and allowing people to become engaged on their own level is what's really important. So being free, people start to get involved, and we've seen this over the years. They're on the peripheral, they're on a call once every 6 months, but as time goes on and as they find their feet and more feet in their business, they realise the value of what we're doing, and they're engaging more and more. And how much you're putting in is also what you're getting out of it. And I think, putting a limit on that in regards to cost is not where we want to be. So I love the accessibility and the thoughtfulness that goes into that.
Yeah.
If I can actually add something random, as a person that is also not only I'm the newbie when it comes to this event, but among this group here, I feel like I'm also a newbie entrepreneur, and to know, had I known that, I wish I would have had resources like this I'm only in year 2 or 2.5 of entrepreneurship, and sometimes opening a business feels like a mountain. And when you have resources like this, it's so invaluable, and it really makes a mountain feel at certain times like a hill, and that's so great. And it is one of the reasons as to why I feel like I was passionate about also joining this cause, because I was like, I wish I had resources when I was going through this. And now, as a young entrepreneur, I have the opportunity to participate in events that promote that. And so, yeah, it's just such an honor to be a part of it.
I love that, JP. I love that. And I think you're really hitting the nail on the head part of that too. And I'm just going to quickly throw in there that it's mentorship. I'm older. I'm an older lady. I'm in my 50s. And, I've been around for a while. So I love that I can help mentor some people, like Susan here in the market, in Union Market. She wasn't in the industry before. She texts, she calls. She's now become a dear friend. But then I also have other people that I get to reach out to, Gina or Susan, right? She's going to have some insights, even though she's new to the industry, that I might need. And it really turns into a real each way flow, and being able to offer that support and get the support. And again, let's go for free. Because of events like Sunday Supper, because of the fundraising that's going to happen at an event like this, the commitment that Jody has made to women becoming more prominent and getting accessibility, and James Beard Foundation always in good support. And because of that, that's why we want to be actively involved and have been involved in this since its inception.
there's a trend going around recently. The asylum that raised me would never last. This is different, right? Like, I think that what we need to say about the restaurant business as it's like starting to evolve and become this very serious business, and it's always been serious, but now it's taking like on a different like role of like human resources. How do things work? How do women get together? How do we make this whole community happen? I think this is like a really important thing where you're creating the future. Like, we're here on the ground level, and I'm going to get old, and she's going to get old. And JP doesn't believe he's going to get old, but he's going to get old. And we're making, what Jody is laying down is something that is going to live way beyond us. And it's going to become way bigger than us. And Monday, they're going to forget all of our names. They're going to be like, who is that person? And that's the beauty of it. I hope that they forget my name. I hope the foundation's so big that it means nothing. Because that's how you're going to know that what we created is now its own institution. It is amazing. It is something that runs. And like, I'm happy to be here for the beginning. The supporters of the James Beard Foundation, of Regarding Her, are the ones that are really taking the big risk of throwing it out there and saying, okay, these people can do it. And we're the ones giving our information, blood, sweat, and tears to make sure that the next generation, the generation after that, the generation after that, will have it easier and more put together. It'd just be so nice to see the restaurant business not be so full of chaos and uncertainty.
I don't know about you, Gina, when you first started out in the industry, when I did over 30 years ago, everyone would come up to me and they'd be like, well, what are you going to do when you grow up? I'm like, damn it, I am grown up. This is what I'm doing. So and that's what I'm getting back to your point about how, suddenly our industry has become somewhat respectable and considered a career, whereas it always has been.
Restaurants make up 30% of I think the national
GDP. Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad that the rest of the world is catching up with the idea. We've always known it was a career.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all, but the themes here for me are accessibility, inclusivity, and community building. And also connectivity. Everybody should be supporting one another and building each other up, and that's so important. And even though DC's creative community, which hospitality is 100% a part of, is small, you don't always see that. So I love that. I love hearing the way you're all describing it. It makes me very happy because we need that in media and the arts and a lot of other places. Okay, I'm putting you in the hot seat now. One, tell me your plan to live forever, please. I want to know. Is this like death becomes her? I must know. And two, just you're. I don't like the old word. You're fabulous, and it's Gen X. That's all he's like. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, come on. But I wanted to get a little more of a sense of why you were, interested in Sunday Supper. I know you were saying you're a newer entrepreneur, and so maybe this is the first time that opportunity has presented itself, but why you were particularly excited, and maybe a little bit more about a few of your favorite businesses here. It doesn't have to be hospitality based, but one, why you feel like there is a sense of community in Union Market.
I think that one of the reasons that one of the reasons it was so appealing to me is, one, I will always have the softest spot for Union Market because, as I said earlier, it was one of the places that I feel like really helped me dive into this career in a way that I had not done prior. So I feel like being a part of anything that is in this neighborhood, in this district, I've made so many friends here, and I'm always just so excited to spend time with them. I also think that not only is a celebration a platform for all of these great organizations, it's also a celebration of this amazing neighborhood. So I feel like we're coming together to not only celebrate small businesses that live within this community, but it's also an opportunity for us to celebrate those entrepreneurs, the people that really work to make this neighborhood so great. And it was just it was exciting to be asked to be a part of it. I'm trying to make my way back here. At some point, hopefully, I will make my way back. But it's such a great neighborhood filled with such great businesses, and it's a celebration of the neighborhood, and it's a platform for great causes. So why not do it? Favorite businesses? I have so many. I know. Other than these lovely, amazing women, Buffalo and Bergen, Fishwife, Salt and Sundries, owned by one of my very best friends, Amanda McClements, and huge supporter of her, and I love her business. I also love within the district, or within the Union Market District, La Cosecha has so many great small businesses. I love the Gran Cara guys. I think they do such great things. And And I just love how it's also not just people that have been here for years that we get to celebrate. I feel like I get to see. There's also new businesses that are constantly coming in. Like I love Yasmin. They're a new addition to the market, or I mean, not fairly new. I think they're a year. But you see really cool, fresh businesses opening up continuously. That it's always exciting to come to Union Market. Libby and me as well. Oh my God, there's so many businesses here.
Just reiterating that we are having this conversation because the 12th annual Sunday Supper, which is one of Union Market District's flagship events, is going to be at Dock 5 on Sunday, June 2nd. And we obviously want folks to attend and know all about this flagship event. But I would like to give each of you the chance to tell us, obviously, we want to support Union Market District. It's probably a little easier for you to tie this to that. And JP, you're a part of this event, and it seems like we're manifesting you coming back in some other ways soon based on what Fiona said, which is come. So we'll see if we get lucky. But in general, what's something that one of your businesses or all of your businesses has coming up during the month of May or June that we can support? And actually, let's say June or this summer, because we would like our listeners to know how we can support you.
So in the month of June, we have the funnest thing happening. We're doing our own version of a Pride Passport. So Buffalo and Bergen, Suburbia, last call. You can go around, punch a card, have drinks, cocktails, whatever. And as soon as you spend a certain amount of money, you get a free shot at last call, which is always a good time. We also are getting super excited. The Olympics is coming. So last call will be showing all the Olympic Games. We have a bunch of specials coming to Buffalo and Bergen. And then this summer we have outdoor programming for Suburbia, which is always a good time all summer long. Frozen cocktails, different beer, tap takeovers. That's the kind of the huge, but we kind of love that too, right? And then we have a surprise opening. We're not in the Union Market District, but Buffalo and Bergen's opening their third location with our new concept card bar, which is opening within it. So that should be fun.
I'm not doing anything new over the summer. Hanging out with my kid. He's pitching. He's first pitcher and first batter in his baseball team. He's 13. So that's it. I go to practice and that. And anyway, but other than that.
Should we do collabs over the summer?
Yeah, we'll do collabs later. I know, we will. We'll do some collabs. We'll do something. Hopefully the collab involves Gina just pouring some cocktails down.
Yeah.
She's good at that. And I think outside of that, I'm really looking forward to Sunday Supper each year. Obviously, Gina always does cocktails, but I flip between doing an outside appetizer or I might be doing a main course. This year I'm back outside. Ironically enough, people usually expect me to do seafood. I don't know where they get that from. I can do toast as well, so, right? I'm multifunctional. But, so this year we're going to do some pickled octopus. Should be fun. We'll see how that goes. Try and get the Americanos eating a little more octopus.
What I'm most excited about is probably Pride. We've already talked about it a little bit, but people forget that Jane Jane is a gay-owned business, and we are also situated in a historic gay building. It is the original Whitman Walker Clinic, which is where a lot of people during the AIDS epidemic would go get care. And so every year we do a huge installation inside. We do window vinyls outside. There's a month-long we donate throughout the month percentage of sales to a different cause every year that's LGBTQIA related. This year we've decided to donate to GLAAD. And we have so much fun programming the entire month of June, specifically Pride, which will happen June 8th, right after this amazing dinner. The weekend after June 8th, we'll open for the actual Pride Parade, and it is just like a huge little not block party, but patio party that we host. So we're very excited about that.
Hey, I'm just going to throw it in there that anyone who's been to Jane Jane knows it's a gay bar, okay? Or gay-owned. No way!
Nobody doesn't think it's a gay bar, although JP goes accused me of not going there. I was like, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, you're just not there.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for your time. I'm so excited. I know we're going to do a little part 2 right now, but excited to party with you on June 2nd. So thanks.